5 years ago, Facebook ads were all the rave. Literally, that's all you had to say, and you would get interest in some way, shape, or form. If I had created this video, people would go bananas about that literally a mere 3 to 5 years ago. But today, it's kind of like whatever. So here's the deal. I still think Facebook presents an amazing opportunity. I'm gonna tell you why in this video. I'm gonna tell you some unique opportunities that other people in your market may not be taking advantage of with Facebook ads, all in today's episode. What's up, guys? My name is Chris on behalf of Kim & Co. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so here's the deal. I can tell you firsthand, the results that we're getting on Facebook right now with Facebook ads, maybe some of the best ad costs that I've gotten in a long time. And the primary reason is this. Facebook still provides a huge opportunity. The audience is still large enough there. Yes, a lot of people have left, but here's the deal. I'm gonna talk about this in one of my later points. The audience that you're probably seeking, the people with money that still spend that money, they're still on Facebook. The people that were early adopters, that the people like maybe me and you that got on there when it first came out, we've been indoctrinated to have that as just a part of our life. And so those people still log in. Now, here's the deal. The marketers have largely left. They've pursued greener pastures. They're posting on Instagram. They're focused on TikTok. Maybe they're focused on Threads now. They're elsewhere in terms of their marketing expertise or in terms of their marketing efforts. So what does that mean? Well, let me explain to you a little bit of how Facebook ads work if you're not familiar. The way it works is it's an auction block. So when you submit process for an ad, it goes through an entire algorithm of figuring out who's bidding, right? Who's trying to get in front of this particular audience and what are they presenting, right? So anytime you submit something, it's getting in a line of people that are trying to also get in front of the same audience you're trying to get in front of. So the more people trying to do that, the more they can charge you to get in front of said audience, and the more unlikely you are to actually get in front of those people unless you bid a certain amount to get in front of them, right? It's how any auction block works. Now, here's the deal. Gary Vee talks about this a lot. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Gary Vaynerchuk talks about undervalued attention. Now, when it comes to Facebook ads, that might be one of the biggest undervalued attention areas because people aren't really running Facebook ads anymore, either because they don't know how, or again, the marketers have shifted elsewhere and focused other places. I can tell you this. I know marketing experts, agencies, people that run Facebook ads that are saying the exact same thing that I'm saying. Unbelievable ad costs right now. In fact, many of them I talked to during the pandemic, they're like, dude, this is the best ad cost I've gotten since the early days of Facebook advertising for the exact same reasons. People were Netflix and chilling during the pandemic and not focused on their business, so the ad cost went down. So the more the opportunity is not perceivingly on Facebook from a marketing standpoint, the more people are going to focus elsewhere, and the more you can capitalize on, again, that undervalued attention. So as that auction block readjusts, they're going to and recalibrates, you're going to have even cheaper opportunities to get in front of your ideal customers, maybe at costs that you've never gotten before, or at least the same as you got in like the heyday of good Facebook advertising opportunities. All right, and next is that Facebook's gotten a lot less strict. Back in the day, in that heyday of 3 to 5 years ago, I would say 2016 through 2019-ish range, really, really competitive space. Facebook was able to basically say whatever. In fact, they didn't really tell you what their guidelines were. You would get an account ban or restriction or get an ad denied, and they didn't even have to tell you why, or they just didn't care to tell you why. So you didn't even know what to do, or you couldn't get your account recovered. Everybody's experienced that. That's run any level amount of Facebook ads or had any level of budget on Facebook ads has probably experienced something that I just said. So here's the deal. That made it really tough to run Facebook ads. You're kind of scared about what you posted, kind of afraid about what your creative had in it or what your copy said. Couldn't use certain words, or at least people told you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't put this in your image. So it really made it kind of tough to get in front of your audience and let them know like, hey, I'm selling you something, right? So you had to get a little sleuthy about how you actually presented your message to get people to buy. No more is that the case, because the reality is the market's shifted. It's gotten more competitive. People are spending money elsewhere. Facebook is not necessarily the financial amazing company that it was before. They're hemorrhaging cash on some projects like Meta, or they're not getting as much ad revenue as they're getting before. So things have changed a little bit. More importantly, and maybe more specifically, the AI has gotten a lot better at actually discerning some of those things on the platform as well. So most of what Facebook realized is like, there's no way that we can manage all of this with actual humans. So they had to use AI. And a lot of those restrictions or bans or what have you came from that AI that wasn't as refined as it is today. So case in point is this. You can do a lot of things now that you couldn't do before. You can add a lot of text overlay. You can talk about discounts. You can put a price on your creative. You get far more aggressive in the copy. Those are all things, in addition to the lower ad costs overall, are actually probably going to optimize better for sales, specifically if you want to go direct to sales, specifically because you can actually say you're selling something and not risk the ban like you once did before. Now, I'm not telling you to go crazy. I'm not saying do something super ridiculous, but I've noticed that I've gotten very bold. And sometimes I post things and I'm like, I would have never gotten away with this before. Or I see ads that are not dissimilar to things that I know would have been banned before, that I've seen people running for months on end and seem to be converting well for them, as they have for us. So huge opportunity for you is that you don't have to be an expert anymore. You don't have to worry about the things that are gonna get your account banned or restricted, because they've gotten far less strict. All right, and the next one is, if you're serving people over 30, you are still good. As mentioned, my generation, Facebook was our thing, right? Maybe we were on MySpace, but Facebook was like the primary thing that we were on. Those people are still there. The TikTokers, sure, 18, maybe up to 23, 24, even 25. But honestly, anybody over 30, between 30 and 60, that's a huge group of people that either they haven't adopted Instagram, they don't like it, they don't understand it, but we're primarily serving most of their attention. Either they've gotten off social media completely and they're not using that as a part of their life anymore, or they're still at least active in some capacity on Facebook. Now, here's the deal. I've talked about it before. Players with money, PWMs, players with money are still on Facebook. So I would much rather, even though it's a smaller size than it once was, meaning Facebook, but I'm not going to advertise on TikTok when I know it's a bunch of college kids that are brokey broke. I would much rather focus my advertising efforts on a place, even it's smaller than it used to be, on something like Facebook, where I know 30, 40, 50 years old, established, good job, financial stability, probably more likely to buy what it is that I'm selling. And so I think as long as you're in that age range, you're probably still good. Now, if you sell stuff, kids and teenagers, stuff like that, probably not going to spend your time on Facebook ads, probably not going to want to work, probably not going to work for you unless you're putting them on Instagram, which may or may not work for you depending on the nature of the product that you sell. Benefit is with Facebook ads, you can run it on Facebook, you can run on Instagram, any of their networks, including WhatsApp, eventually maybe even probably Threads. I can't imagine they don't include that as well. So that's multiple platforms you accomplish with one advertising campaign, maybe possibly all of those at the same time. So that's something to also consider if you're in that right age demographic. Probably still going to work well for you. So I wouldn't be too afraid of it. Just know that there are huge opportunities now if you're in that right age group. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. But if you want more digital marketing strategies like this, you really want to learn how to do Facebook ads the right way, how to get some amazing opportunity. I mean, we're getting leads for as low as 22 cents. We're making sales direct to sale with advertising campaigns, all on Facebook and other advertising platforms. If you want to learn more about how we're actually doing that and how you can do that for your business, I have good news for you, because this is exactly what we teach inside of the Business Lounge membership. So I'm going to invite you to check it out. We are waitlisted pretty much at all times just due to the demand of getting inside the membership. But get on that waitlist, because you do get VIP access when we do open doors, in addition to several bonuses that no one else gets offered because of your addition to the waitlist. So make sure you go ahead and do that. The link for that waitlist is below. We are going to be opening periodically, so make sure you keep an eye out in your inbox for that. But again, that link is included in the description below. And before you guys leave, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more videos just like this one, hit the bell so you get notified, because sometimes you subscribe and don't see something again. So make sure you don't have that happen to you. And also leave me a comment below and let us know, what was your biggest takeaway from this video? What was the one thing you're going to take away and start implementing in your business? Are Facebook ads going to work for you? Are you going to give it another shot? Or are you still kind of on the fence about it? Let us know in the comments below. See you guys in the next one.